15-yard line. And Aruz is at his own 35 with 6:50 left here in this first quarter of play. Aruz is punting the ball away of the field. And in fact, they will move it back against Vanier. Vanier thought it was going to go the other way. And this will become a 4th and about 21 from the 45-yard line. So 5 yards, they'll move up. Best is now looking towards his 25. Aruz trying to get off a smooth punt. Clock is rolling, 6:40 left, 1-0 lead for the Cougars over the Cheetahs from Vanier. Aruz, and this is sky high. Radar on, Best got it, and he is devoured, and this will give the Cougars better field position with 6:26 left here in this first quarter play. Ooh, not a serious hole, but definitely not a hill to climb in this situation. So a vital game for both standings for the season, and this will bring up a 2nd down and about 4 roughly, just at the edge of the midfield line from the 54, and he will get into the Vanier side just shy of the 1st down to the 51 with 5:28 left in this opening quarter play. 2-by-2 look again for Royer Desereau in the backfield. And now this will bring up a 1st and 10 with 4:35 left here in this quarter play. And that is caught by Louis Roy, as Augustin Louis Roy gets his first catch of the points here. Has been a huge roar from the Cougar fan base that's here. A lot of blue on this Saturday night. Pace and ability, perfect dip and trajectory on that throw from Royer. There's a down cheat on the field, and right now Vanier's got some serious. Will go off for this next play. Okay, with the down Vanier player who we cannot identify yet from where they're positioned. So they're going to have to stop play here and bring on some break here from the 11-yard line. Lennoxville is knocking the door for more points, but right now the biggest concern is the down Cheetah player on the football field. Stay tuned.
Old school one. So you can put those in.
Yeah, well, good.
Oh, yeah? I live right next to them.
Walking up that hill.
Unfolded with a down Vanier player being helped off the field. Unfortunately, that will be something that will be looked at with. They'll do a quick warm-up coming up as the Vanier players making their way towards the end zone, and they'll get the ball back at the Vanier 11. So stay tuned. Warm-up's being done as you see.
Thanks, man.
Again, we'll see how the emotions are for Vanier, and this defense will jog its way back towards the 11-yard line, trying to defend its end zone and make a Cheetah defense, as now they wait for the whistle to be blown in. And for the Royer, who's had a wonderful 2 grabs so far. So the referee's conversing as they wait for the final 1-0 lead on a missed field goal off the foot of Jaden Rice. The left footer went wide right. There's a deep conversation going on with the Vanier administration along with the referees on perhaps the direction of this game, and what's a conversation to make sure that the safety of the player, the injured player, is. So what appears to be, I think the referee is just making sure that the safety of the injured Vanier player does not ambulance. And Jonka looking for his win number 99 in the regular season. So safety first for this game here. So they'll retreat towards their benches, and with 3:02 left. Cougars are on their toes, looking to add more points as they'll get this ball even closer towards the borderline of the end zone. Wink formation. And the touchdown coming through for the Cougars as they get the... As DeRusso getting that through, and road here with 2:28 left in this first quarter play. And an 8-0 lead for the Cougars, and a much better start for Jonka's team as they went from west to east. Return team on the field for this, and set the return for the Cheetahs will be a good 45-50 yards in pregame warm-ups. And with 2:28 left here, right in, and he does not fail indeed. Returnable from the 5. Millien surveying. Millien's got Nico Brown way through to the 40, and a big catch around by Terrence Brown, and the telepathy right there from Brown to Brown, and this will be a first down for the Cheetahs on the far right, and he'll be watched by Mohamed Cisse. 3 down linemen for the Cougars. Handoff. Flair brings up a 2nd and 11 from the 38-yard line with 1:15 left in this first quarter play. This season with 51 seconds left and rolling. And they'll be at the 43-yard line as coming back in the game. It'll be a first down again for Bateman. His second catch of the day brought down by Maxime Bourgoin. And for Bourgoin, that by 8. Brown, plenty of time, going deep, far side. And this will be the last play pending, unless there's a penalty called. As Davide Quackenbush came up with the pressure, and the first time that Nico Brown has felt uncomfortable, and this will be a Lennoxville. Commanding start, Vanier onto plan B, going towards the second quarter here from St. Laurent. They'll switch sides. Scrimmage battle against the Vanier front 5. All up. And from all intents and purposes, this is going to go against Vanier. And for Charret, that is his first sack of the day. And right now, the Cougars have been providing the cutting edge on defense in this quarter of play in this first half. Bounds, and because of that, the Cougars will have the ball at their own 51-yard line. So a silky start for their running game and for their passing game. And now here is Justin Royer once more. And you have to think now for the Cougars, they have been full of starburst in this game. And with DeRusso again, and not much going there as he smuggled up towards the 52.5-yard line, but he's in Romeo Patrick, who had a couple of TFLs against Grasset last week. No subs lined up for the Cougars. They keep the same personnel, 3rd and 3. Catches so far for Guillemette as he was brought down by DiCaprio. And we're seeing Lacombe, the motion man on the near side. Lucien Roy, the second. And the front 5 for the Cougars have opened up avenues that has been easy to the right for Royer. Stepping back, 3-step drop, crosser, and this will be now marked off at the 32-yard line. South of 11. Cougars are definitely poaching for points. They've been ruthless so far in this game on both sides of the football. Pop pass. 3rd down and 8 for the Cougars with 10:08 left in this first half. 3rd down opportunities. He's in the backfield, extra protection, stepping up. Royer stepping up, and he'll take off. To the far side he goes, and he's brought down to the 25-yard line and is in the along with Parise. No subs for the, and a play that's been very popular with the Chiefs, and this will get towards the 20-yard line as a gang of red came up. This will be now a second down coming up here for the Cougars. Down by the missile launcher and Romeo Patrick, and there's a couple of pushes, a couple of shoves. Patrick showing take off for a minimal gain, and this will bring up now a 3rd down for the Cougars. Inside the 20-yard line at the towards the left. Stepping up, broken play, flagging the play, deflected, caught, and we'll see if this penalty will be going against. So conversation ensues. Going off and coming in will be number 24 for the Cougars, and Felix Rodriguez. And this will be against the Cougars, so they'll move them back by a few steps. And with 7:02 left here in this first half, the ball now at the 29-yard line, so a critical penalty. It was a holding call called against stepping up in the pocket. Stepping, throwing, caught by Garon, and he's brought down, slammed to the ground by Niandaro, his 3rd tackle of the day. Rice will be marked off the field goal attempt at the 29-yard line, dead center. Goes, and an 11-0 lead for the Cougars with 6:20 left in this first half of play. 11 by the Cougars. It's been endured by the Cheetahs, and 6:20 left here in the 1st and 10 from the 35, his way through to the 50, Callender towards the 52, and his first big run of the day for Adam Callender. He had 7 carries. He is Adam Callender. As Fleury and Callender now sharing the backfield. 3 to the left. Running game on display by the 2 horses that's carrying the ball for this Cheetah ground game. Got the first down as Fleury was very close. A low center of gravity for this young man. 3 receivers to the right of Brown. Callan in the backfield. Blitz in the middle. So the Cougars playing for the run. And that will give them a new 1st and 10. And for the first time, we've not mentioned Jason Biles' name so far, and he's back in the game for the first time. So another headache perhaps for the Cougars to look at as they have about 7 on the line of scrimmage. Who's coming, who's dropping? They're all coming. That's a botch, and Brown towards a yard behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 11 coming up. So 3-minute warning as the teams come on the field here. Vanier down by a score of 11-0 in this first half from Saint Laurent. Welcome back here. 11-0 lead for the, and did not make it on time. In on the coverage was Rondeau along with Bercier. Hoping to have a better outcome here as it is Bess who's lurking on his own 10 on the, and getting towards the 10 is Best as the coverage team coming up best for Van, and with 2:20 left here in this first half. It's been all Lennoxville up by a score of 11. And the Vanier run defense until 4 or 5 yards deep into the storyline of the running game, and this will be a 2nd down and about stepping up. Dump pass popped up, incomplete. And that was a ball to work with here with 1:51 left in this first half of play. More lovely gallop and a big hit, flagging the play. If this holds, DeRusso hold against the Cougars, and this will be after the yards have been gained. So it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 10 with 1:44 left. So they pretty much start from square one from where the ball began, too, as they were able to chisel their way through. This time Rodrigue in on that carry for the Cougars with 1:38 left here in this first half. Rodrigue still going, and he got himself some extra yards as a little pushing and shoving with for the Cougars. They know that in all likelihood they could run out the clock here. The clock man of the moment right now, as DeRusso has been absolutely sublime in the running game and now in the passing game. 52.2 left. 11-0 lead for the. And right now, Roy, the motion man to the left. Royer stepping up, plenty of time. And that is caught short of the first down. So coming up here for the Cougars. So offsetting penalties. And the Cougars. Catch by the Cougars. And Lacombe is now double digits for the year in pass receptions through a game and a half with 40. Incomplete. No flag on the call. In on the coverage was Galula. And he will get a 39.8 seconds left in this first half. Royer left in this first half. Royer. And about a yard, if not 2 yards away from the gain. They're in the plus territory now at the 5th, caught, and a first down for Lacombe. Second catch on this drive, another first down chain move for him. Okay, looking to the left, flush out to the right. And a flag in the play, and that's incomplete. Ball be pushed back by a few more yards. Backfield again, stepping up, going deep near side. And Lucien Roy was in a arm wrestling match with the top cover corner. And the Vanier partisans giving a pantomime reaction to flags on the play as there is some extra pushing and shoving. And you have to think here some nil Cougars 11 through 30 minutes of play from Saint Laurent. Stay tuned here. We'll be back in 20.
Roll your bag. Roll. Roll your bag.
Alumni presentation. Stay tuned for that. We're taking a moment to honor past players who wore the Cheetah jersey with pride. Please join us from 71 to 72 tight end, John
Picture
Rivera.
like the players like on the field. Like, are you done? Are you done?
From 2008 to 2014, our manager and assistant coach. From 71 to 72 defensive end, Mike Garcia. From 89 to 1991, wide receiver. From 1973 to 74, offensive end, coach Larry Duchesne. Playing from 72 to 74 as from 2017 to 2019, offensive lineman Zachary Abu. From 21 to 23, Salim. From 21 to 23, offensive line. Let's hear it one more time to your Vanier football alumni. Now, the family would also like to give a shout out to coaches 89 to 92, Arnold Mbembe from 2015 to 2016. And you all 2005 to 2007.
Over the Cheetahs, it is Cougar ball. By 11, they did show some signs of life with their offense late in the first half. But right now, the Cougars are being moved back by a yard. So 13:31 left here, enrolling early second half action. 11-0 lead, vetoed by Millian, who came out and just went low and took him out. Ball is now on the 10-yard line. Royer strong first half. Three-step drop over the middle, and that is an... And unfortunately for Garon, he was at the end of that autograph from Niandaro, and with that, a punt coming up here for the Cougars as they're about 6 yards now, making 10 yards deep in their end zone. And you would have to think now with the returner in Lazar, who's lurking at his 50, that the Cougars might give up the 2, and that they do indeed. So the shutout over for the Cougars. The degree of difficulty a little bit easier now for the Cheetahs, down by 9. And so far it's been all Cougars produced from the middle. Swing pass that is be bobbled a couple of times by Terrence Brown. And this time Bourgoin in with his... For the majority of this game, they've had some sparks on offense, but again, they want to be a consistent spark up with the big hits. And this will be a second, now third down coming up here for the first down. Slow to get up. And there is a down Cougar player as well, as right now this game, that catch by Kabongo. And with that, it'll be a fourth down here, and from the looks of it,
Late night tonight, yeah, hold the school here.
All right, welcome back here. Of course, another unfortunate injury on the field, this time for the Cougar. But again, both teams now playing one man short. But again, hopefully this is not a too serious injury for this young man. Tough end to this game for him. And 11-2 lead for the Cougars over the Cheetahs. So again, to do moving forward here, if he will go to the hospital or not, or wait for the team bus to go back down to Lennoxville. We'll see what happens there. But right now, to the present now, it appears that Vanier will punt the ball away. They had plenty of time to converse, and here is the eye test for the Cheetahs. J.J. Theodore is in the pistol formation, the number here for the Cheetahs, and this will keep the drive alive. With Nico Brown coming back in the position up here in this third quarter. Blitz from the middle. Calendar, nowhere to go. Brought down behind the backfield. Loss of one for Calendar, who still is in the backfield for Nico Brown. 3-by-2 look for the Cheetahs. Going deep, far side, wide open. Caught, 25. Down to the 20, and a big first down for the Cheetahs. Best drive so far, deep inside the Cougar territory. They're in the score zone. And a chance here for the moment. If there's 1-5 with 8:56 left in this quarter play. A real shift of a performance here on this drive. 11-8 lead, 8-0 run for the Cheetahs. 8:38 left here, a new ball game. Going 8 on the run, maybe 9, depending on the extra point here from Aruz. The Cougars, and now Champlain has work to do, and for them, they're a bit down their luck in this third quarter. And do the Cougars have maybe this level at an all-time high in the last 4 or 5 minutes of play? 2-point lead, home visitors over the. And another flag on the play, and this might be on Lennoxville. And this was after what appears to be the 9-yard line of their own territory. So not the most ideal. Derousseau in on that, and with a second down coming up here with 8:11 left and counting. 11-9. One of these teams are going to go 0-2. Derousseau to the right, blasts his way through to the 20. And from the 25 with 7:23 left in this third quarter play. And you think now for Lennoxville, they would like to ball control their way through, at least to get out of this Vanier storm that they've endured the last 6-7 minutes of play. Overload to the left of Royer. Here is Derousseau, play action roll to the left, open corner, Lucien Roy in stride. Down with 6:22 left here in this third quarter play. And he is brought down, officially by the referee, at the 44-yard line. So a gain of about 3, if not 4 yards left in the second half. This is a big drive for both teams. 0-1 are both teams. Royer, as he was given a respite, and this will be a 3rd and 1, and this might be a play now for Champlain, knowing that they go in on the tackle along with Theodore. Fisher up for a 4th down signal. First down. Vanier trying to blow the football a little bit behind and try to convince the officials that this is the 4th down and not a first. And the results will be in a couple of seconds here with our eyes. It is still on the field, and this will be a real test for them on a 4th down here. This could be the moment here that they can stop them dead in their tracks with 4:33 left. Any side. But right now, for the present moment in Champlain, celebrating this 4th down conversion for a first down. Jonca is not happy. Late summer weekend. Almost autumnal-like weather in early September. If we were to lose this game, it would be the lack of discipline on their part that has kept Vanier alive in this matchup, who are down by. Bad news, they move back. Good news, still have a first down, but again, they're further away from the end zone target. Cougars from the 50.5-yard line. And this is close. Will this be completed? This will be a third down confirmed. And this will be marked off just shy of the 45. So Guillet's first catch. The Cougars trying to get back in transit as we're south of 3 in this third quarter. As you see Poulard saying fourth down, you see Royer saying first down. And the officials, the measurement done initially. And the chain gang just trying to get thin. They will measure this to see where it's at. This time from the 43. All they require is Vanier's got a lot of girth on the line of scrimmage. Flag. Play won't happen, but had it been, if Vanier went offside and it gave Gasset a new set of downs and essentially killed off the game. We're on that. In the route, Lacombe with a quick cat-like reflex. His head is shaking and he had daylight ahead of him. And Royer thanking the football gods on that. From the 34-yard line. And back in the game is best for the caught open space. Lucien Roy, enough for a first down and more. Brought down by Poulard inside the 25-yard line. Continue forward here. It was a ropey first half. It was a ropey. Combe, the touchdown maker. Royer, the touchdown thrower on that play. Reply coming in from the Cougars. And Rice on for the extra points. So there was a delay. The staff is JG Andre on that. And now it is Rice who will have to move back 5 yards. 11.8 left here in this quarter of play. Lennoxville, they were wobbly at the knees, but they came up with a strong. That was a 12-point swing for Champlain. DiCaprio had the ball in his hands and he was off and running, but this ball away. Bobbled it momentarily. Milan's got a hole. And he is brought down at the 32. A stomping hit, a thump. 15 with one more play left in this third quarter as they're up by 9. Champlain 18, Vanier 9, Lennoxville on their way now towards the fourth quarter. Can they hold on to this lead?
Ticket holder 643 607 60.
Points here. They went on a 9-0 run, but that was a massive touchdown by Champlain. And there's an injured Cougar on the field, and that is Davide Quackenbush, who's on the ground on one knee. The Cougar D-line has controlled the narrative along the line of scrimmage against the Vanier attack, as we're now 4. And this will be marked off at the 43-yard line, more than enough for a first down as he got time. Nico Brown trying to orchestrate a comeback against the massive turnover once again. It happened last week for Nico Brown where he had a turnover that resulted in points for the blitz, perfectly timed by the Cougars. And now with 13:23 left in this fourth quarter, Mare will be back on his twos, but right now it is the Cougars who are on their twos looking to add more, who did not feel that at all. Inch perfect on that play. Royer hits all needed here to stop them from scoring points with 12:05 left in this fourth quarter. Clinical edge being presented by the who is showing why he's being recruited by the best in this university. Looking to the left, Royer rolling to the left, looking, throwing, pop pass, incomplete. And Jennifer Lacombe keeps them alive in this football game. A chance for Rice to put the... And the correct golf club was used, and now they are up by a score 21-9 from the 35 on this next drive. The latitude here, and for Nico Brown, he'll have to have far and few, and they need to score quickly. Empty backfield, blitz again. Brown stepping middle. They'll go no huddle. Will the Cougars dial up the blitz again? Bounds, and this will go towards the 25-yard line. And a good start of plays here for the Cheetahs, as this will be a first and... We've not heard the name Jazam Bile yet. He's the third receiver to the left. Champlain's done a really good job holding him on the ground, and this should be Vanier ball perhaps. Vanier is arguing that point. Champlain saying this should be our ball, and this will bring up a second down for the Cheetahs. Flurry going off. Grenier is now the end zone far side. Incomplete. Grenier was the intended target. And this will be a 21-15 look at the moment. But right now the Cheetahs down by 12, 9:04 left. AG Andre on that. Jean-Gabriel. And it's been a cosmopolitan effort from the defense from Champlain in this fourth quarter. They have definitely... It will be a red-faced Vanier expression on that penalty call against them. Fourth and 13 from the 29. There's a flag in the play, but this will be after the play. So at minimum, Vanier will have a first down, but depending where the to go. And he will get a couple of yards on that. Looking to try and find his ride is the end zone. Can they get 7 on this drive? Brown. He's got 4 to his right and down effort on offense. And there's a timeout called on the field. And this time, and with that, 7:22 left in this fourth quarter. 21-9 lead for the Cougars over the Cheetahs. So back to live action we go. 7:22 left in this fourth quarter. 21-9 lead for the Cougars. Champlain and find the pass rush. William Deschamps-Cormier coming up with the sack at the most crucial 24 to the end zone. Delight for the Cougars, despair for the Cheetahs. For the Cougars, if they can perhaps score or pretty much squeeze the clock out with 6:20 from the second level defense of the Cheetahs. And there's a flag as well after the whistle. Isaac Natulip, who will be brought off the field, and he is done, it appears. From the 29-yard line, he escorted off the field, and his day is done. His race is run. From the 24-yard line. They do quite early in the play clock. Looking for the screen. Picked off. Williams going to the near side. One man to beat. He'll not be... A disastrous play for the Cougars. And now a new football game has unfolded. You hear that and the ejection, and now the Cheetahs are back in this game and another one-score affair, this time against Champlain. And the kick is good. 21-16 lead. And Jordan Williams was a lucky recipient on that screen. 20. And now for the Cougars, they have to refocus, Vanier looking to launch this into the St. Laurent orbits. Could Vanier force a quick 3 and out and a chance to get the ball back with time left? Grenier taking the kicking tee away, as late to the party is one of the O-linemen, and then making their way through. Clock has not started yet, so there is. He does that 6, and here's the handoff, bouncing his way out to the 35. First down and more, blasted towards the 50, out of bounds from the 52-yard line. 5-point lead. Champlain nursing this lead. And this will become a second down in about 3.5, if not 4 yards, with 4:52 left in this fourth quarter play. Get another score to make this a bit trickier for Vanier, up by 5. And here's the run through. Approaching 4 minutes left, and for Joe Kolzak, when will he use the timeout? And now, with 3:38 left, he smartly got tackled inbounds, and this will keep the clock going. Royer knows that he's got 14 left in the play clock, and you would imagine 49 left. This will stop clock. And now we get down to the business end of this for avoid the 0-2 start at home before they go on the road. And for the Cheetahs, they will be on the road next. Yard line, 2nd and 6 for Lennoxville. 2:49 left here in this fourth quarter. And that might be even better than scoring the touchdown for the moment, as that was caught by Thomas Hebert, his first catch of the game. More seconds left before snapping the football. And the man at the center of this, DeRosio, had a bit of a miscommunication as well with Royer. And again, for Champlain, I sideline to get the next instructions here with 2:14 left, and in fact they will move the ball back towards they want to run this ball and keep this clock going. Pressure screen, a position of strength for Champlain in terms of where they were on the field, has now resulted in them regressing back to the 5th by DiCaprio, his first tackle in this fourth quarter. And with 2:04 left in this ball game, Lucien Roy, the motion man. Royer, 27-16, 1:36 left. And Lennoxville, who, by the blessing of the football gods, helped the cause of the run, as Royer. It appears Royer will be not a good situation here for the quarterback and for the defending Boule d'Or champions. And with that extra point attempt here with 1:36 left, and by 12 with 96 seconds left. And by the 6 left. And the pattern of behavior with the Cheetahs, every time they score a big touch, an uncomfortable position here. But for the Cougars, they've attacked the pressure points of the Cheetahs so far tonight. 30-yard line. The return courtesy of Kabongo. And for Nico Brown, and this at the Civième. And if you remember last year what happened on this field with these two teams, helmet comes off at the 30. And he has taken some hits today. It will be Juan Miguel and Mayorga who will come in at quarterback. He'll make a cameo appearance for at least. Tails are up and they're hunting and they're hounding. A quick fire pass that was intended for Kabongo and incomplete. Been a cold night for the Cheetahs on the offensive end. Low snap, Mayorga pressure, and he 58.6 left in this left. And it appears the error of resignation has now been confirmed, and now that is a turnover. And the clock is going here, and the Cougars will take some knees, and that will be that. With that, from the 30-yard line. And Vanier will have come up with the sterling performance in the fourth quarter as they win this game 28-16. We'll see you.
Football fans, thank you for your patience. You may now enter the field.